I started from scratch yesterday and ended with making a first page of the app starting. It doesn't have any content, it just starts. So the app will look like this, and currently I'm making this page, and I ended with creating this page without this content, but at least it started. So for now, for today, I'm gonna try to fill the first page with content and create some interesting thing called not called, just create a value converter. Since I'm using MvvM, then I use bindings to assign values. So I load models into view models. View models contain some values, like let's say server name, and the view model value then assigned to view, this view value, and then it gets displayed, and assigning happens through bindings. And bindings can have some value converters, like for example, if your view model value is decimal number and you want to convert it to, and you want to display it with the let's say some precision after point, then you use converters so it gets displayed with some certain precision. Or in our case, some strings that used in game can have multi-colored names, like this in nickname, and one of them is server name, and there I'll try to create a value converter that receives raw server name without just as text, and then it gets converted to some colorful string with every character color painted with certain color, and that will happen in stage of binding. So when value is assigned, but before assigning, it will use that value converter, and that it will get assigned. So, but for now I'm gonna start with creating a list, a list of those blocks, those items. In ViewModel of server list, I already created that property items. It's a collection of small view models that I call server list item view model, that contains server name, app name, the same as here. And I'm gonna assign this items property to this whole list, and let's see how it will be done. Let's try to achieve this. for this I'll need so-called RecyclerView. It's a special view in Android. There is a list view in Android, but when you add items to that list, then every item is drawn, and if a list is big, then it will take a lot of resources drawing every item that are displayed out of screen, out of bounds of screen. So it's not very optimized, but and as a replacement and a better solution for this is so-called RecyclerView, and it will recycle items that are out of bounds and reuse already used items. While you're scrolling, that item that got out of bounds got reused to draw next item that appears while scrolling. So, and to use this view I have to add special package. It will be MvvmCross package, and bindings draw text, I think. Yeah, RecyclerView. I'm going to install it. Yeah, it depends on Xamarin, RecyclerView, and MvvmCross itself. And I'm using while this package is installed, it also installed together Xamarin Android Text RecyclerView and some other dependency. And MvvmCross is just a wrapper of that RecyclerView, and that is needed to use some already predefined bindings that MvvmCross provide, and those bindings are already predefined for RecyclerView that I'll gonna use. So I edit this, and in serial list page, layout of this page, at first I gotta set certain background. It's preparing preview. Yeah, I'm gonna use color background, and color background is defined in colors. I defined it yesterday. Toolbar title, background, and it matches this background, right? Oh, also I wanted to change theme of the app, because it shouldn't have predefined action bar. That part is action bar, because we define our own action bar in activity main. No? Yes. Yeah. This is our predefined toolbar, and that is default action bar. We're not gonna use it. We'll just go to styles and no action bar, I think it's called. So let's get back. Okay. I hope it will be applied. In preview it's still displayed, but I hope it won't be displayed in the future. So yeah, I have to go back to the list page, and we need. Oh, I know what we need. At first, we need to create layout of loading indicator. Let's call it just Android layout. Just loading. Let it call just loading. It's gonna be frame layout. It's very basic layout. Yes. No vertical because vertical option orientation property is only used in linear layout. It's either vertical or horizontal. It's frame layout with activity. No. Oh, it's progress bar. That's wrap content. Yeah, that's it. And we need to place it in the center, so it will be gravity. Okay. Gravity center. No. Okay, what if I just frame layout is parent layout for progress bar, and if parent wants to place its children to some position, it uses some property like gravity. But if child wants to request parent to be placed somehow, it uses property layout gravity. Yeah. And and child progress bar request parent using property layout gravity to be centered. Yeah. And we need this progress dialog to be displayed in every page when we load some data. And let's explicitly define its intermediate. No. Style. Okay, let's Google it. So, progress bar. No. indeterminate. Okay, I can't read. Can I look at the list of? Is it Boolean? Yeah. True. That means that if it set false, with much parent false, well, basically it means that instead of being drawn as a horizontal line, progress line, it's just drawn as endless rotating progress bar. So, and now we need to use app namespace. Yeah, we defined that namespace, then we can use app. And we use binding directly in layout. And since we use MvvmCross package, it defines a MvxBind property with some predefined properties. And one of them is visibility. And visibility of this loading indicator will be based on isLoading property. I think it's called like this. Yeah, isLoading in base view model. So it's bound to isLoading, but I think I better bind it the whole layout. Yeah, that whole layout will disappear if isLoading is false. Visibility property controls this Android property, so if it's true, then that view what's wrong? Android Oh yeah, it's not Boolean, it's visible, invisible, or gone. Yeah. So visibility controls this property, and that layout will be either visible, invisible, or gone. In our case, it's just when isLoading is set true, then it's visible. If it's false, then it's invisible. No, it's gone. If we want it invisible, then we send second value, it will be true. Then we want to make it invisible. Yeah. And visibility comes with additional package in MvvmCross plugins. Plugin visibility, yeah. And installing this plugin adds a definition for this visibility binding property, and for this definition for this visibility value converter. So, and now back to server list page, we define global layout as frame layout. we add using include ID layout loading. No. Oh, include layout. Oops. Layout loading, and oh yeah. Is it not included? Okay, let's save it. Much parent. Do I have to? Oh yeah, it's included now. Yeah. So we included loading layout inside our frame layout. Now we define our RecyclerView that comes with the MvvmCross that I added a bit earlier. Yeah. Unfortunately, it cannot preview this, but yeah, if I add Android X RecyclerView, then it gets previewed. But if added as MvvmCross RecyclerView, then it cannot preview it. It just shows error. And loading have to be added after this, so it will be displayed above. If we place it here, then we won't see our loading. Well, we will see if RecyclerView has transparent background, but if we set some background to some color, then that layout loading won't be visible. So we have to put it above, and it will be visible above. And we defined some binding here, binding to loading, and when we include layout inside another layout, then all the boundings that defined here will be used using binding context that will be defined here. So in serial list page, binding context is serial list viewModel. Serial list viewModel defines property items, that's all, and it also defines all inherited properties, so it's loading and title. So both those properties are defined in the same binding context. And since isLoading is also defined in serial list viewModel, then it gets passed to this loading and gets applied. So what's next? Now I need to create a layout for item. Let's create new item, Android layout. It will be server list item. It was server list page, and it will be server list item. This is server list item, and I'm gonna just create it. So what we see here, we see that they are placed manually linearly vertically. So we're gonna use linear layout with a rotation vertical. So it's default by it's set so by default, and I'm gonna use it. It has background. Oh, interesting background. It's just transparent. Oh, interesting. Okay, then let's just. It's not just transparent. It's yeah, it defines color, some gray color, and transparency. Let's use this. As I told yesterday, that's Figma where UI is drawn, and it has some cool things that you can copy paste to your project, selecting your target. If you select Android, you can just basically copy this and it will create that layout. Not just this, but this. But since layout is probably made not very optimized in here, I gonna manually make it anyways. So we go into colors. We're gonna add new column. Yeah, it will be transparent gray, and it will be item background. Yeah, let it be like that. So we're back to our layout, and we set that background. I'm not sure it's already generated, but let's see. Multicolour item. No, it's not generated. But what if we compile? Well, it's compiling. We can start making this. So what we can see here, linear layout. Okay, and first item is two items actually. It's icon, this icon, and this text. Those icons are not final icons, they will be replaced, but for now we have only this. And yeah, they're placed a bit 9, 10.33, 9.08, 10.5. They actually have to be probably oh, they're in containers. They're placed 8 points from left, from top. So I guess padding will be 8. So we'll say padding 8 density independent points. And we're gonna start filling this with the icon and text view. It's gonna be also linear layout that matches parent width and wraps by and getting wrapped by height. It will have orientation horizontal, because first it goes item, from left to right it goes in text, and it's linearly placed. It will have content inside. it will be some image view, and what's container size? 14 by 14. Okay, that will be 14 dp. 14 dp. Yeah, it will be so small. Let's assign some existing icon source search. Yeah, let it be like placeholder icon like this. I'll replace it in future. And 5 points to text. 5 points. So next item will be text view. It will wrap content by width and wrap content by height. And layout margin left will be 5 dp. And what now? Now we need to look at server name. Oh, I probably have to port fonts, but I guess I'll leave it for tomorrow or other day, so we use default robot font for now. But at least we will define some things like sizes, etc. So size is 15 points, and we're gonna define styles for them. Styles. It's probably gonna be style. Let's name it like just text, regular text. Style. It will have item Android text color. Let's go to colors and define regular text color. It will be this. Then we apply this color here. And then we inherit from this item using style. So I just can copy paste. Regular text 15 SP, or just 15, I think. Android text size 15 SP, and since it using dot, then some value, then it will inherit from this. It's some implicit inheritance. So that regular 15 style, we use this item and this item. Some explicit inheritance is used like this: parent, regular, text. But I'm using implicit inheritance, and it's used through dot. And we also need some, probably, bold. Oh no, it's medium. And for now we don't have fonts. I guess I can just use let it be like this, medium. Oh. I could probably just use it like this. Then I don't need this. Yeah, looks good. Back to serialist item. Let's assign team, column, let's style, regular, text, 15, medium, and we need something like app and tools. Tools, we need to type some text like server name. Tools means it's drawn while you are just making layout, but it won't be drawn eventually when it's used in application. If I used Android text, then it will be displayed in real application, but if it's use tools, then it's only drawn here. It won't be displayed in application. So as you can see, icon and server name have different sizes and they are not aligned, and they're supposed to be aligned, I guess, yeah, supposed to be aligned vertically. So for this I will just use gravity, center vertical, and now both icon and text are aligned vertically. Yeah, this is margin 5, and it has 8 padding. If I remove padding, then it will be close to edges. So I need to add something extra like ellipse size. That means when a word is, when it's too long, then it will just be, it will go into 3 dots in the end, like this. Wait, no, oh yeah, I have to define it, have to be one line. Lines 1. Yeah, if I set ellipse size none, then it will go into 3 dots, it will just wrap whole word. Or what are the options? Marquee. Oh. Okay, it will just ellipsize the end. So now we have to use bindings using app namespace with property MvvmCross, and MvvmCross brings some predefined properties to bind. One of them is text, pretty obvious for text view. It will be bound to server list item server name, so we use it like this. And since we use colorful name, attributed text is used in iOS. On Android it's text formatted. Yeah, I think it doesn't need more bindings. Yeah. And that item will have to have wrap content property for height, so it wraps the whole item. And item doesn't have to be drawn for whole screen. If it has property for height much parent, that it will take the whole screen by size. But if it has value wrap content, that will try to be sized by height as small as possible, depending on content. If I add something like this, it will be a bit bigger. Yeah, and for now I'm gonna use only server name. I will add map name, players, ping, game type, connection status later. For now I just try how it works with the only one item. I think I didn't forget anything. Yeah, and RecyclerView accepts loading. No, it's not bind. Let's see. I think it's item template, and it's supposed to be layout server list item. Oh, up is not resolved because we need to copy up namespace. Yeah, and need to use binding to items. Bind item source items property is defined here, and names must match. If it's items, then I have to use items here. So it's important to match by name. When I use server list item layout for item template, then all the bindings that define every item, and every item is serialized item, all those properties will be binding context for this item. So property like seller name will be resolved here and understandable. And let's check if it works, what I just coded. And let's connect my device. Let's start and see if it works. But it's empty. Why it's empty? Let's stop and see if any data is loaded. Let's see. Yeah, that's while loading some data, I set as loading property to true, then false, and at that moment loading indicator has to appear. Why is it frozen? Did it load any data? Yeah, it loaded a lot. But no, it didn't. What? Why it has so many? Okay. Oh. Wait. If server refresh time less than current time, then we try to set result, and it's not equal to 0. And we will reset it to 0. Yeah. It's frozen again, I don't understand why. What is values? What type of values? Value collection. Oh, it doesn't matter because we use enumerable. Okay. Servers. Again, so many. And again, they're invalid. What the fuck? Oh, okay, let's get here. Set up item. server. Okay, let's do this again. Get new list. Global servers. Value. No. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Key address value. Oh, it gets. Is it ever called? I think I need higher timeout, like. Let's say 10 seconds. I just get a lot of servers, the addresses like IPs, but I didn't get a server info for every server. So I got server response packet, and that packet has contains only IPs, and then I get a call for every a bunch of addresses, and then I call next request to every server address using getInfo, and then I get info packet here. And at this moment, global servers already have bunch values, but it doesn't have server info. So I definitely need bigger timeout. Values. And to make it safe, serverless model, select where server ping not equal 0. That means that's a server that with some server info. So we get some in a list of servers, and we select. We get servers where ping is not 0, and we select them as items, and using this function we convert them server info to server list item view model. Okay, that should work, I hope. with higher timeout and with extra condition. Does it help? No, they're still invalid. All of them invalid. Items. I need to know if it ever reached this. Okay, let's see how it goes. Items. Count 0. Yeah. Count 0. For some reason it doesn't get server information. Server info. Oh! Global service. Address is 37. Is it struct? Is it struct, right? Yeah. Okay. I get it. So, the issue is here. In C#, struct is value type data type. That means it's like integer. So when you assign integer to another integer, then it copies value. So when you add new variable and assign, then it gets copied by value, and struct is value type. So when I get server info variable from this global servers dictionary, I got a copy, and that copy never applied values to the dictionary. So I either have to use class, and I guess I will use class. Then it will be copied by reference, and this variable will reference to the same memory that references that value of this dictionary by address is also referenced. So changing pin will also change values inside this dictionary. It's like just copying by pointer in C. So yeah, it should be fine now. I hope. Oh, I said. Then I'm thinking I set really big timeout, like 10 seconds. It's gonna take a while. I'll set back to 3 seconds, I guess. Values. And yeah, now it has some valid data. Good. That's good. And items. Oh. Items count is 83. Oh. And let's get rid of breakpoints. Let's go back to server browser. Let's set timeout. Some constant value. Yeah. And I just looked at my device, and it didn't show server names for some reason. Okay, let's see. Yeah, as you can see, it loaded some servers. It has list of search icon, but it doesn't have server name. I need to see if text views actually displayed using display and layout bounds. And I am in developer parameters. Yeah, this. Yeah, seems like texts are not displayed there, like small single line. That means either binding didn't happen or assignment of server name went wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, maybe because, yeah. Host name. host name, really? Okay. Server Jedi Temple. Yeah, seems like it's server name. Okay, I think the issue is I apply this to server list item, text formatted, but if it's just text, should it be fine? Because text formatted accepts iSpannable data type, but text just accepts string data type, and server name is string. And if I want to use text formatted, I have to write a converter. Yeah, it works fine now. Hooray! I think it's hooray. So, as you can see, it also applied medium font size, because you can see it's a bit fatter. And yeah, it's 15 points to Gryffindor, 50 points of font. And if I use something like that medium, then it will be just very thin. Oops. Yeah, now it's not that fat, because it's not medium. So yeah, it works. It's cool. And now, what now? Now I need to add some styling, like layout margin. No. Oh, it works. 20, 20, 20, 10. I guess I'll use frame layout as a container. No, it goes back here. Parent. No, 20. It will be 5. 5 because it will be 10 between items and each item will define its own margin, so 10 divided by 2 is 5. And that whole common padding will come from RecyclerView, and it will be 15 because that item will define margin to top, to left, to right, and to bottom as 5, and need to add extra padding from parent, and it will be 15. So margin is 5, and wrap content is defined in the parent, and child requires to match parent, and matching parent is being wrapped. So not need to define wrap. Yeah, and back to RecyclerView in serialist page. Serialist page. We have to define padding. It will be 15, as I told. So all children of RecyclerView will be padded by 15. And need also to clip to padding will be false, I think. That means okay, let me remove that line and I will show what I mean. Let's see how it works. Yeah, and the issue, you can see the issue here. Instead of the list, you can see it clips by the padding. It doesn't go to the top of the RecyclerView. That's why I need to add this line. And it should be fine now. Yeah, now it doesn't get clipped by padding and goes under the toolbar. And it doesn't look the same. That color doesn't match. Maybe I need to set color and transparency separately. So transparency, it's 44, So let's say colors, item background doesn't have transparency parameter, but serialist item will have alpha. Hey alpha, fucking racers. Is 1.44. Oh, it also applied to children, so everything gets so grayed out. No, alpha is not an option. Then item background has to work fine, but it doesn't work fine. 44 in byte byte of 44% is this, and this value is hex is 70, and that was right, but you could see it's wrong. It has really bright color for item background. Can I modify it? Rectangle. Frame. Maybe that frame also has some extra. No. Oh, you see, it has color with the 44% opacity, and it also has extra opacity for that block. So actual opacity is 44 multiplied with 30%. I think my calculations would make Caesar to get some orgasms. And it actual opacity is 13.2%, and we convert it to byte, and it's 34. Can you switch? Thank you. And 34 is 22 in hex. So final color is 22. A detective. So now it should be fine. Looks exactly like in UI in case of colors. Good, that's good. And now the very interesting part. part, in my opinion, is making server names colorful, like they're in game. Back to serverless item, I'll use text formatted, and now I need to make value converter. I think it won't be just one value converter, so I'll create a folder called value converters. And add a file there. Let's call it let's just call color text value converter. It will use inheritance of MvvmCross value converter. It will convert from string, server name is string, and it will convert to iSpannable. Yeah. And need to override convert method. And now I have to Google, because I haven't done that before. Yeah, that's it. It offers to use HTML, that's not my case. Spannable, yeah. I could use, yeah, I remember finding this solution before. First I need to get clean string. I know a dirty way to clean string, and I know I don't know. I think about a better way to clean string, but it requires regular expressions, but I am not good with regular expressions. Cleaning name, I mean converting something like this to this. Just need clean name without color codes. So let's start with dirty way. Replace the dirtiness of this way is just mainly copy pasting, but it also creating a lot of extra memory, because every replace will create a new string. So it means then we will allocate a lot of extra memory, and I better avoid it. Okay, let's try then just for method using using better, more optimized way for our character. Oh, for int oh, value length let's add some extra checking. It's null empty value, then return something. Empty. Okay. Now we have to check every character till we string no if value I equals this, and value I plus 1, so next character is how to check if it's a number. Char. Okay, yeah, okay. Digit. Then continue, and we do I plus plus. So we have to skip this and next character. So we go through one. We will just skip value and next value, that is digit, and then we have to go like this, because if we go until length, then I plus 1 will be out of bounds. Yeah, and if that condition is not faced, so then we'll just add extra character, this value I. Yeah, and clean string will be string builder to string. That's very optimized solution, I guess. And I think that string cleaner could be put in some extra method. Hello, Medilan. Extra method that cleaning string probably will be used many times, not sure. And instead of copy pasting this to everywhere, I have to just make it like an extra method or extra extra method to avoid copy pasting and copying mistakes, and just calling it like one method instead of writing this wall of text every time. Yeah, we got the clean string. Now we need to probably get indexes of every color code. Oh, I don't need clean string. I can apply color characters right right while I am in the loop. So var string spannable what can I append? Yeah, can I append? Okay, good. So I guess I don't need string builder, but let's leave it for now. and oh, why do I have to continue? Oh, because I need to check next. Yeah, right. Okay, if we found color code, then we... Okay, let's make some inner function that returns Android color. Android graphics. Get color based on index. Just color code. So switch code. Case 0. Return new color. Red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. Let it be 0 color code is black, so it's just zeros. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And default is 7 white. So white is all components all components are full maximum byte value. 1 is red, 2 is green, 3 is yellow. Yellow is both red and green. 4 is blue. 5 is cyan. I'm not sure I pronounced it correctly. It's this. 6 is pink. That's it. Color get color, and it will be value I. Yeah, since I did plus plus, it's I, no need to write +1. Yeah, it's fine. Color, get color, and yeah, and get color 7. And spannable append value I is spawnable set spawn new for ground color spawn using column start. Okay, let's count spawn size. That will get new color applied. Applied to spawn start and spawn size. Once we met color code, then we try to apply set spawn to spawn start and spawn size. Spawn types exclusive spawnable Android spawn that are being used to apply temporary styling. Do not expand to include text inserted. Non-zero line spines. Expand to include text. What's the difference? At the ending starting point. Inclusive. Spawn intermediate. Wow, so complicated. Expand to include text inserted at either the starting or ending point. Expand to include text. I need examples. Oh. 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 But they're the same. I think I know what I need. I need inclusive exclusive. Inclusive exclusive. Oh, I need exclusive inclusive because every insertion after spawn have to inherit color. So if I have colored some string, then every insertion will have that color. So I need exclusive inclusive. Exclusive inclusive. And then I don't really need spawn start and it will be zeros. No, I have to have spawn start. But it will be where will it be? It will be it will be current position plus 1. Does it have length? Yeah, it has length. Plus 1. Current position plus 1. What don't you like? Oh, length is a method. Where is defined? Spawnable string, okay. So that's right, I think. Then I don't need spawn. Okay, let's comment out. Let's see if I need them. If I did everything right, then we'll get a colorful server name. Let's see. Oh, I need to apply that converter, right? It's called color text value converter, and when I use it in binding, I can use just first part of this naming, and value converter will be just ignored. I can use whole naming, but MvvmCross will understand that it has to find that class with the value converter name. It also will seek for just converter, so I could name it color text converter. But since it's MVX value converter, I follow that rule, naming the same. So, and in binding I'll use just color text. So let's get back to binding, and server name will be bound to text formatted using color text value converter. Let's see if it works. it didn't work. Let's see if it applies any values at all. No, text views are empty. Okay, let's get back to color text value converter and see how it works, if it even works. So gets value is JK vanilla. It's supposed to be just white text. I think color is, yeah, it's white. Set spawn. Oh, it crashes here, right? Or not? Spawnable length. Okay, seems like it crashes here. The problem with value converters, they crash silently. I mean, they throw some exception, and it doesn't break you up from running. It just silently gets stopped from converting on background. Yeah, now it goes fine, and it's spawnable, and it's 0. Okay. And they're empty again. What I did wrong this time? Let's restart it and go line by line. Append value. It doesn't append. Okay, let's okay, let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, it's method. It's empty, so append doesn't work. What can work? Set span? No, set span is this. Insert. I need to use some concatenation. Really? Spawnable. Oh, spawnable string builder. Oh. Can I set spawn here? Get spawn. Sets. Oh, yeah, right. Spawnable string builder. What is it initialized with? Okay. Spawnable. Let's see if it works. I'm hungry, but I want to finish this first. Seems working. But it didn't apply colors. They look really weird. Wow, so many errors. Why? Because I'm scrolling. Oh yeah, they get while I'm scrolling, all the hidden items will get reused. So when I scroll to top, then this cell will be reused and put in the bottom. And while it's reused, it will also reapply this binding. So yeah, let's call it again. Value is big worms shermit perm. Really, it's an actual server. Oh, that's more interesting. 2, 7. Let's see if set spawn. Exclusive, inclusive. It crashed, right? Because it doesn't like 0. Oh, it crashed because length is the... Yeah. Why? So it didn't apply values because each time it reached that line it crashed. Yeah, that explains. Will it crash now? No, it works now. Let's... what value? It's still the same. Public. Oh, I see. It's okay. Let's see if it even sets colors. No. What I'm doing wrong? Maybe it should be exclusive, inclusive. So X inserted here. Maybe spawn cannot be 0 sized. Less. And I plus 1 is less. Maybe this will work. But I think it will crash. if length is less than 0, I don't know. What's value? Yeah, it's crashed. Then I guess I have to count spawn start as spawn size. Maybe I just need to count to make clean string and then do another loop. Just count color indexes. Yeah, let's simplify this. It's not just indexes, it's index and size. So it's gonna be dictionary. Index and length. But I need to keep color index, I guess. So color indexes. Oh, it's indices, I think. Okay, let's not use spawnable and back to string builder. So here we apply color index equals I. And then yeah, we need to comment out the color indices color index equals font size, yeah. And span size will be incremented each pre-incremented each. Oh my god, that's so scary. Pre-incremented each step and reset each new color code. And then we go with another loop. But we check first if okay, never mind. For int I clean string length oh no, it could be just color indices and for each wall color text in then we apply spawnable new clean string and for each spawnable set spawn we apply it has to be list of index size and color. It has to be 3 values. I guess I can use tuple. Int and color code. It could be just color, no need to use color code. Then it will be color. And one more. Yeah, one more. No? Oh yeah, it's color. So color idx value item 2, it's color, item 2, item 1, then start is key and size is value item 1. It will be exclusive. I hope it will work. Oh, color index probably will be wrong because we have to use current length. Yeah, because value length will be bigger than final clean string length because it strips color codes. Oh, it applied color? Yeah, it applied white color. Yeah, I'm doing something. Something that starts working, but not finally. Okay, let's see how it goes with this. Well, 5, then 2. So it has to be X cyan to, okay, I hope
Cyan.
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 Cyan. Okay. So it's cyan X. Jedi is green, and tournament is cyan as well. So let's see if it gets counted correctly. So span size 0, color index 0, because length of string is 0. Get color why I is 2? I was 0 and it's 2 now. Okay. Oh, I think accessing. No. Okay. Maybe this is wrong. Okay, let's test the same string. What value? What's I now? I is 0, I plus 1. Wait, get color. So code is 50. Oh, code is 53. And know why it's 53? Because it's value I is char character, and it's encoded with UTF-16, and code for 7 in UTF-16 is 53. So I have to parse it to actual integer value. Oh, I can just, yeah, simple as it's done in original Jedi Academy, just minus 0. So if it's 7 and it's 53, then 0 will be like, I don't know, 0 will be 47. Yeah, it almost works correctly. Oh, I know, because it counts font size. Why is font size so short? And why some some values are empty. It has some error. You can see it throws exceptions. Error. Convert from string to unspawnable, string to unspawnable with exception. Yeah. Let's see what exception. What's JKLView base 1? Where it fails? Will it reach this line? Locals I3 value I. Yeah, you can see it just shows current character. Okay, is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Clean string. GKL pure base, right. Color indexes 5. Are there 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Did it count span size, right? Let's find out. Color indices. Key value. Length is 1. Value. Yeah, length is 1. Next. Index 1. Length is 1, right? Index 2. Length is 2 because it's L and space. So first index is J, 0 index is J and length is 1. It's just one symbol, one character. Then index 1 is K and it's also one character. And then index 2 is L and it's two-sided, two characters, L and space. So the third one is index 2 and oh, I see. For each on dictionary is not necessary to be it's necessary to be enumerated from 0 to maximum integer value. It uses hashes to generate index. It uses hash of integer value to generate, and when we're doing for each of just a regular for loop like this, then we're getting first value from color indices. It's not necessary to be the one that we added first, because first will be just anything. It could be anything, because hashes could be anything. So instead of using dictionary, I have to use, I don't know, just list. And then I have to use this list of 3 values. And then I have to do this. Should be used as add. And I should add it here and just access that value as last value. And assign new value all the time. Count. What's wrong? But what if and do this only if length count more or equal 1. So yeah, a bit dirty because we have to reassign new value on each is it class? Oh, it's class. Then I can just update item 2. Yeah, that's better. And I don't need to update item 1 and item... What? I cannot... I have to recreate? Oh. That's not cool. Maybe there is tuple with possibilities to set value. Pair. So I have to create extra class. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's write class public why am I making it tuple? It just have to be color index to be int start length column this is list of color X add new start index length 0 color and here I update just length of the last item, and here I use color start wait, I have to use and not length, so then it will be and it will be and oh wait, okay, let's make it simple. Just start plus length. I think that's right. I'm feeling so tired. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours. I wanted to stream about 2 hours. I thought I will end everything within 2 hours. I guess I made it. I think I deserved a cookie. Need to clean everything here, but I guess I'll leave it for tomorrow or for other day, but I think I'll stream tomorrow again. Old Farts Clan. I want to join them. So many servers. Okay, I'm done for today. Thanks for watching.